Hello all, Seriously's back for some more finishing Permadeath, and today I think we're going to do some cooking for Cronus. We're going to do some Friday night Nanites. We need some Nanites, and cooking is the way we're going to get them today. Now I have one nutrient processor up here, and I believe one down in my little cubby hole downstairs, my living abode, but I don't actually need that many plants to do this. It's not about plants. A couple hundred plants is going to give me way too many things to hand into Cronus anyway, so it doesn't really matter how much access to plants I have. What matters is how much access to nutrient processors I have per plant I want to use. Now, I believe any of these normal plants will work. I have definitely used you know what, I'm going to harvest these anyway because I want all of those. I've definitely used Fungal Mold before. Let's just get rid of that because that's going to take up my whole inventory. Off to the freighter you go, sir. And I could put that in the right storage container, but I'll do that later. We do not need this much space. Oh, I don't think you can feed Cronus direct flowers like Fungal Mold. I think you have to cook it at least once. So we're going to do that. We're going to cook a bunch of food for Cronus and go hand it in for a bit. But I want to try cactus. That's why. That's why I cleared my inventory there. Alright, now let's go up to the freighter, because I only have one nutrient processor here, and I don't want to put any more down, really. It's going to ruin the look. But I have one nutrient processor on the freighter. I've got one in my inventory that I always carry around, and I built 3 hermetic seals, which will let me place 3 more, and I don't mind cramming them on the freighter, which is up here somewhere. Where are you at? There you are. So something unfortunate I found out is that my condensed carbon farm is not practical. I'm just going to go and put all of those things back in. I'm going to make complete rows. So the way that it apparently works is based on location. And if you move your freighter, the location of those things change, and what is located in those things will change. You cannot rely on them staying the same on your freighter. They should always stay the same on planets because the location data isn't changing ever in your base. So you don't need to worry about it there. Anything that's giving you a navigation data at your base from a barrel will always give you a navigation data at that same barrel. But on your freighter, all the stuff up here, all of these barrels I set up that used to give every single one of these was condensed carbon, well, I've moved my freighter and now they're not, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just going to put a whole bunch of rows in, and I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I might even put them too tall because they fit up too tall like that. Okay, but right now we want nutrient processors, so let's put some of these in. Let's line up. They don't need to be too close to each other, but they don't need to be too far away from each other. Let's put some on this wall here. Sure. Sure. That's a bit too close. There. That'll do. They don't even need to be facing the right way. Okay, so we've got 4 here and 1 here. Now, the way that it works with fungal mold is that you need to cook it 3 times. So let's try that here. We're going to get cactus nectar, cooking it once. And I'm going to cook some more over here. And again, we do not need full stacks of this. You can see it's going to make 100 cactus nectar here. Whoops, I'm keep hitting the wrong button. It's 1-to-1 as well. So 100 cactus nectar is as high as it stacks. That's probably the same on normal mode, actually, because 100 is a very odd stack size. So let's see how many we got going over here. No, we want more than that before we start testing this. Oh, it's only going to go to 50. Maybe 100 for normal mode, 50 here. That's weird that it I wonder if this one switched over to 50 as well. It did. Weird. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, what I could be doing is setting up the fungal mold over there, but that's on the freighter now, isn't it? I should have some. Yeah, I will have some here. I do. Okay. Well, let's put this on the freighter. This is more than I needed that as well. I chose Cactus Flesh because it's one of the fewest required plants, except maybe Gamma Root. I can't remember how much is needed of Gamma Root to make lubricant for living glass compared to Cactus Flesh for well, you need it for circuit boards and you need it for something else. What do you need it for? Let's take a gander at what we can craft with Cactus Flesh. Oh, yeah, unstable gel. Yeah, so depends what you're using it for. All right, what do we got over here? 41%. Yeah, I want to try to get started on this. So let's grab that into the exosuit. Let's go over here to the far side. No, the far side. Let's try putting that in by itself. Whoops. Here we go. That gets us processed sugar. But what if I pick up this and split it in half and put it here? That's not available. Okay, let's leave this here and put in Cactus Flesh. That's not available. Alright, so maybe processed sugar and Cactus Flesh go well together. Let's see what we get. This one should be, oh no, only 50%. Okay. So we just need to wait around for a couple of these. Let's see what we get here. Third time's a charm, right? We might just need to double up sugar. Sugar by itself does nothing. Sugar and sugar does nothing. Sugar and Cactus Flesh does nothing. Okay, so let's switch over to the fungal mold. Even though I need vastly higher quantities of fungal mold, no problem. We don't really need any of this stuff. We'll keep it around. We'll see what Cronus likes for processed sugar. You know, maybe he likes eating processed sugar. High capacity. Let's keep that in the inventory. But let's grab some fungal mold. Let's get that going. I know it works for star bulb. I've seen people do it with star bulb, so it does work. 62. No, let's do 102, and let's put half of it there and half of it in our inventory. Whoops! And let's hit go. Begin. And let's do that here again. Fungal mold. And begin. That takes 4 minutes for 50. Jeepers creepers. Alright, well, let's see how this sugar's going. Almost done. How are these doing? Nowhere close. A lot closer. Okay, great. So we're going to have a lot of cactus nectar. I wonder if that combines with the sugar. Ooh, let's give that a try when this one's done in a second. Let's grab the sugar. Okay. Almost done here. One more. Come on. There we go. Yeah, we'll just pick that up. Put the sugar here. See if this gives us anything. Oh, it does. Cactus jelly. Okay, well, we can continue on with this then, because that's a tier 3 item. Okay, cool. Sure. We'll make as many of those as we can. And we'll do some fungal mold as well. See what we got here. Cactus nectar. It's more than enough, I think, because we need to process some more into sugar, right? That's what we did? Yeah. Boom. Okay, so this is going to take about 3 minutes. Well, more than that. It's going to take about 3 to 5 minutes. So as soon as all this stuff finishes, that was not very many. You saw, like, total we're using like 100 materials. We're going to get maybe 50 to 100 things to hand in, and that's going to take the majority of the time. As much as this takes 4 minutes to finish processing. By the way, we're going to stop processing that. Okay, let's take that, and let's clear up the inventory a little bit. We do not need this much cactus flesh anymore. We're going to send that to the starship. Sorry, the freighter. And we're going to grab sugar. No. We're going to run out of sugar first. So we need to make more sugar to go with these. So we need about 20 more sugar. No, 30 more sugar. And we are making... Oh, we've got more than enough sugar. Okay, so when this gets to... We're going to stop it early. Can I adjust the quantity now? If I stop processing, I will lose the one I am currently making. There we go. Stop processing. There we go. Begin. I only want to make 35. I want to save 2. I think that's going to give us a good ratio of cactus juice to sugar, because that's what we're using here. Oh, we're already out of sugar. Okay, let's grab some more sugar then. Keep processing that sugar. Perfect. Okay, and how are we doing on this stuff? Toxic mushrooms, 83%. Non-toxic mushrooms, okay. Let's get some of this going in the other processor. This should get us some steamed vegetables. And I can't remember what we combine after that, but we will figure it out real quick because this one's going to almost be done. And we should just be able to throw those in. Actually, let's keep them in the inventory just in case we need to combine them with steamed vegetables. That's probably what we need to do, but there might be another step involved. It's been a long time since I did this. I find handing them into the items to Cronus very tedious because it's one at a time. Okay, so let's grab some of those. You can keep going there. That is also done, so you can start in here. Exosuit. Let's just try it right here. Let's see what we get with steamed vegetables. Fibrous stew. Yeah, I think that's the way I want to go. Sure, why not? We'll give it a try. Over here, we're going to go with this. We're going to make more steamed vegetables. Grab the sugar. That's entirely done except for this. Okay, so I was 4 over on the sugar. That's fine. 2 over on the sugar. Whatever. It was pretty close. Pretty close. That was a good guess. Okay. Steamed vegetables. I'm making steamed vegetables over there. What was the other thing I'm making? Fiber stew. Let's pick up some of that. And pick up some steamed vegetables. I got some going here. They're almost done. Let's just wait on that. Let's just double check that I don't need to combine this again, but I think I can. No. Fiber stew is the end result then. Okay. So I would like to combine that with... I don't have anything yet. Okay, let's hang on to it. There we go. No, begin. Oh, darn, I wasn't making them. That's a pain. Steamed vegetables. And fibrous stew, right? Makes fibrous stew. Do I need to combine that with the first item? I do. Oh, nuts. Okay, well, let's grab some non-toxic mushrooms. Is that what's going on here? Is that what I just did this and I already forget. It's because I'm trying to do 2 at once. Yeah, that's the one that works. Okay, so that's going to take a minute just to get 11. And I need some more of those mushrooms. Let's make less vegetables. Okay, we'll leave these here and we'll put all of these in here. going to take a minute to get 12. And let's split half the stack. There we go. And that way I can keep making more over here. Okay. And you, sir, you're full, so I'll pick you up and continue making them. This one's almost done, but we weren't making very many here. And we have a lot of extra vegetables. So let's stop this one. Yeah, that's pretty much even, I think. We're going to find out in a second. Hold you two. There we go. You. No, that's nowhere close to even. But we already used up all of our non-toxic mushrooms. So you start. We got 1 more minute to wait. And then we can go start selling this stuff to Cronus. Well, feeding it to Cronus. We're not selling it so much as, you know, shoving it down his maw. And he's given us nanites for it. It's great. Oh, I've got some more mushrooms to give. Okay. Well, that's better. I'm only 4 off here. I thought that was more even. Let's just make sure the other ones are empty. Okay. 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 And perfect. Great. So we're just waiting on this last one. Almost done. 1 minute to go. So, the real time consumption. Actually, this has already been more than halfway through a 30-minute episode, so hopefully it's not going to take more time to hand him these less than 100 items. And what we are going to do, however, is check how many leftovers we have of the small stuff, and if it's a huge amount, I'm not going to bring them at all. I'm going to put them in the storage container, the ingredient storage here. Just so I'm not feeding him that stuff as well. I don't want to have to accidentally pick the wrong thing from the menu, but if there's only 3 or 4 of each item, I'll just keep them and see how many nanites I get from handing him the low-level stuff. I think we're going to have 2 sugars to hand him, 2 sugar cubes, and 3 or 4 of these. What is it? Steamed vegetables is going to be left over? 4. 4 steamed vegetables left over. Fiber stew, steamed vegetables, and we're done. So yeah, let's see. Check the inventory. Yeah. Got 56 of these. We've got 49 of these. So it's about 100 items. Let's see how fast we can hand those into Cronus on the Anomaly. First of all, we got to get there. You know, maybe this is the fast part, and it just feels like it takes forever. Because it certainly feels like it takes forever. Where's our ship parked? There's the living ship. We're not taking the living ship. Let's go take the hauler. We've already switched over to it. We just haven't flown it yet. Make a save. We've got all of those nice components made. Just in case the worst happens, we definitely want to make sure we save that progress. Alright, let's head up to the space station. Where'd it go? Oh, right, I moved my... Yeah. Whenever I move the freighter, I lose my bearings as to where it used to be, or where it is now. Because I think it's where it used to be. So not only did I lose access to my condensed carbon farm, I don't know where I'm going when I leave the thing. Fortunately, we get a heads-up display, and it shows us where we're going. We just need to look at it. Alright, come on. And why'd I go to the space station? I know I summoned the Anomaly right beside it. Maybe that's why. Well, at least the entrance is facing the space station entrance. That's great. Alright, Cronus. Show me the nanites. Significant salvage data accumulated? Let's double check. I bet it's lying to me again. 8. I still need 10 to buy the single item. So, liar. I do not have stuff to spend. I do have 2 Quicksilver missions. Ooh la la. Those will be built up in no time to 4. Oh, and I can speak with Iteration Healer. Let's grab that right now, even though I don't in specific need it. There's a couple more items I could get, some hyperdrives for the freighter. But why not grab a derelict receiver while it's free? You only get one a week. If you fail to grab it, you fail to grab it. Alright, so we should only have 2 sugars and 4 vegetables to hand them, steamed vegetables. Let's do those first. Sugar. He was transported. We got 129 nanites for 1 sugar cube. Maybe we should just stick to sugar cubes. That'd be way faster. I've earned his respect. That was probably just combined with the previous ones. We got 70 from that one. Not as good. Not as good. Still, that's pretty darn good. Same vegetables. What do we get for this? 40. That's on the lower end. I think that's one of the lowest you can get. I can't remember what the lowest you can get is. But the lower tier items in the crafting tree are more frequently going to give the lower tier. That's my understanding. I haven't proven that. That's my belief. Based on what other people have said. Because they've tested this more than I have, so I just trust them. And also, if you spend time waiting to see how much you get from each time, it takes way longer. Did I just get 10 nanites, or is that just not updating? Oh, cactus jelly. Yeah, that's what I want to hand in. Oh, it's because I have 2 stacks of it, right? Because I went over on one of the stacks. Right. It does not move him. Maybe we did just get 10 nanites from one of those things. Maybe it is worth upgrading them. If 10 is the minimum, then we definitely want to upgrade them all the time. Now, I'm not sure which stack of these jellies is the one that has 6 and the one that has 50. So we're just going to keep handing these in as quick as possible up until we're done the 30-minute episode. See how many nanites we got. I didn't look. I know we were at 17,000 something. So let's take a look where we're at now. We're already at 18,000 something. So we've made somewhere between 320 and 1,000. So I think I've handed in more than 6 cactus jellies now. So let's start handing. Nope, that was 6. Okay, great. We're down to the 2 stacks. And there's 49 of each now. So I'm just going to keep clicking in the top spot. And I've been told that going to first-person mode means you don't have to move your mouse a little bit each time. So we could try that to speed this up. So yeah, let's try that. This way. Toggle camera view. All right. Oh, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons though. There we go. Talk to Cronus. Just hold down the button there. Yeah, it doesn't move the camera when you leave. That's great. That saves a little teeny bit of time and a little bit of hand movement. If you're going to do 4,000 of these things to hand into him, just, if you want to make a lot of nanites, yeah, you're going to have to make a lot of stuff. I only made 100, just over 100 items. And it's going to take a full 10 minutes, I think, at least to hand them all in. Minimum. We are only handing in one at a time, unfortunately. And each one actually takes a few seconds, so yeah. And we're not even pausing to take a gander at how many nanites we're getting, so if it doesn't give us direct updates, we're never going to know exactly how many we're getting from each hand in. We're just going to have to keep track of how many we have at the end. So I checked right after I got down to less than 100 items to hand in, and we were at 18,314 nanites. So we'll see what we get to at the end. Should be over 20k. Quite easily, actually. But it's actually not that many nanites per, per item you hand in. So if we could hand these all in at once, that would, I just saw 666. That's weird. 706. Okay, so it's just giving us the total update version. 746. I'm only getting 40 from each of these. This is not doing too good on the fiber stew. Let's start it over again. Well, I got more than 40 from those two combined. Blandness, utter blandness. That one was only 40. $50 from that one? I don't know. Average. He's got some really Ramsey-esque catchphrases there. Sort of hurtful. Sort of hurtful. I did my best, and all of them are identical. So I don't know what you're complaining about. I do like the idea that each of these have a randomized quality. That's interesting. But I'm sure it's just randomized taste buds on his end, not actually that each of these has different statistics. Like on our end, like we actually succeeded in making a high quality one versus a low quality one. I'm fairly certain that it's just random number generated seed for hand-in rewards, not for the actual items. That's how I would code it. Because keeping track of, you know, 200 fibrous stews that each have different data on them, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it could be the item that's giving it, but it's only calculated when you hand it in. I think that's splitting, that's semantics. That's basically what I'm saying, though. Alright, a few more minutes of this. I think we're not going to even finish the fibrous stews, to be honest. It just takes so long to do this. And I know we handed in a bunch of cactus jelly as well, but like 6 or 7 of those total. Sometimes there's a little pause there, and I can't do anything about that. No amount of clicking seems to speed it up. As you can see, if we've built up to 700 nanites once, and we're almost up to 700 nanites again, this is going really quick, actually. That's way better than I expected, so we're definitely going to hit 20k. We're probably already over 20k. Yeah, you tell him, Cronus. I made a lot of stew. A lot of fibrous stew. This is not fibrous stew. What was it then? You gave me 80 nanites for it, so whatever it was, you liked it. Blandness. Utter blandness. Well, let's see you do better. He sort of makes droid noises, you know, like a Star Wars droid, but more organic sounding. Maybe like one of the aliens from like a water planet or something. His mouth looks like the vampires from one of the Blade movies. It's terrifying. It should only open in the one direction, please. Actually, it would be horrifying even if it opened vertically. That would be weird too. I am not used to different shaped mouths, I guess. Alright, one more minute of this stuff. Let's see what we can get out of him. See if we can finish this fibrous stew or not. Oh yeah, we're done with fibrous stew. We've handed in 49 fibrous stews. Well, I'm not gonna waste that much time and go through all of these. Oh, whoops, wrong button. That's why it wasn't going anywhere that time. Pressing the mouse button instead of the E button. I wish we could just hold the mouse button. I should get that auto clicker that Zane's got going on. That would help quite a bit. That feels a little cheaterly, but whatever. We do lots of cheaterly stuff around these parts, so. Do save scumming. Save and reload to get S-class freighters. That's cheaterly, right? Okay. Well, it's been about 30 minutes. I don't know if I want to... I'll take a peek here in a couple more. When the nanites reset. When I start getting 14 or whatever, 40 again. Okay, then that's reset. Let's take a peek. How many we got left? We're at 23,000, and I still have 33 to hand in, so I've handed in less than half of the ones that I made of this. I had 56? Yeah, 56 or 57, maybe 55, around that. I didn't have 66. I've got 33 to hand in, and I've made from 17,000, I've made about 6,000 nanites. So that was about 10 minutes of handing into Cronus. And I didn't even hand them all in. I made 6,000 nanites in about 10 minutes of handing in. But that doesn't include the crafting time, which took about 20 minutes. A little less than 20 minutes because there was some travel time. There was some time goofing off. In fact, I think I started off showing off frigate missions. Didn't I? Was that last episode? I don't remember. I filmed them back to back. Alright, restore point saved. I'm going to keep making nanites off camera. I need to make a whole bunch of nanites so we can get back to living ship upgrades. I want to finish that off next week. Get that living ship totally done and finished. We're getting pretty good on this save. I'm probably at some point gonna have to cut back on episodes per week. Otherwise, we're just gonna be doing the same old thing every single day. And before I forget, let's go back to my favorite camera mode because it's a bit weird to not see my jetpack trails. Why would I have bought them? You know what I should do? You know what I should really do? I should do both of these right now just to get that Quicksilver flowing, because another thing I want to get for the living ship is the red starship trails, and I know they are not free or cheap. Oh, hey, that's available too. Well, darn, I want to get all of those as well. Oh no, that's the 2 rare kinds. Okay, what are the cheap kinds? 800. Not that bad. Okay. Yeah, if I did those, I could afford them right now. Well, I'm not going to do them on camera. We're already over time. So, until next time, everyone, have a good time.